Welcome back, YouTube. So in this episode I put aside the blower setup for now. Instead I change it to twin turbos. So I've had this in my mind for a little while, this plan, and it was time to just bite the bullet and make it happen. So if you haven't already subscribe now to watch how it all turns out, because I'm going to make this thing into a twin turbo blow through methanol skid car. Okay, so a little secret I've been keeping under wraps for a little while. Just had a delivery and I'm in the middle of cooking some snags for lunch for the kids, but it's very exciting, so I'm going to have to just unbox it now. So I got my fuel regulator there, airflow fuel regulator, and let's see if I can hold this and get this thing down. See what we've got in here.
Okay.
There's two of them. Ooh, there we go. Got this out.
Boom, boom, boom.
Right, let's bring this camera over here and see. There we go. So, I changed the exhaust and I got hold of a couple of headers here. You can see I've changed the manifold. I've now got a blow through methanol 850 Holly, and see if I can set this up here. It's tricky on the end. Yeah. These fellas are going right in there. One there, one on the other side. Let's have a look. I've got to obviously spin that exhaust housing around and make a little J-pipe that goes from there. These will like that, get plumbed into that. So yeah, we're going twin turbo on this thing. TX35. GT35 or 82Rs or something like that. eBay specials. So that's bloody exciting. We've got the steam pipe vents here. So this will be going down here like that, and then a little bit of straight, and then another bit going up, and then I'll just brace it all up. I've got 4 of them. Couple of turbos, and I've got to make some intake piping. So the supercharger's off the table for now. I'm still going to piece it together, but I'm just going to take my time and find bits cheap when I can. But for now, it's going to sort of be a bit more sleeper. Those 2 turbos will be able to, hopefully, let's have a look through the front here. The idea is to have no headlights, like that. Couple of turbos in there. Sick. Well, the other option is I could always mount them up here. I'm not sure which way to go yet. I kind of like the idea of hiding them for now. But here we go. Exciting. Twin turbo, man. Okay, guys. So this is really bloody tricky to try and position the turbos where you want them. I've sort of got them very roughly hanging there at the minute, and then I've got to go start making some pipes that go between there and there and there and there. So the idea is I'll have to try and get them a bit more perfect, but they're going to sit in behind the headlights there, and then we'll have just a couple of charge pipe that comes there, one that comes there, meet, and straight up there into the hat. So there should be just a little pipe and a slot sort of in the bonnet, Should be pretty stealthy. Yeah, then the exhaust will come probably just outside there. Anything. And same on the other side. Got to squeeze some waistcoats in there as well. Got these fellas. Yeah, I don't know where yet. Have to come just down like that, I would say. There's not a lot of room on the other side. And there as well. And maybe the waistcoats will come straight out the bonnet. Or we sneak them back down underneath at the front. Don't know. But got a few pieces and just waiting on these to arrive. And I can sort of start figuring it out. But for now, I've got these bits here. I'm going to start tacking on one side. These are just got to be tacked together like that. So I'll do that. Figure out where that's going to go there, and then it should be as simple as waiting for the other flange. I'm just putting a bit of straight on that, so it should be pretty good. Okay, so welcome back. As you saw just earlier, I've had a change of plans. So I've pretty much finished just tacking these all in and mocking up these turbo manifolds. So I've got the little flanges there for the exhaust. I don't know if you can see that or not. There. So the idea will be the exhaust will come up there and probably come out the side there or something. I have to do it somewhere where when I lift the body up, it won't sort of be hanging out and stop it. So I had to sort of rejig these all to get them lined up pretty well. So now they're pretty well in the centre of the headlight buckets. Then so I've got a carby hat coming that will come down there. This is going to be run on methanol, so it doesn't need intercooler or anything. I've got to finish trimming this bit out here, same as I've done on that side there. Yeah, so the hat will come there, 1 3-inch pipe to there, then I'm going to split it just like like that shape, Y shape, and then just I've got some silicone adapters that will adapt to the 3-inch to 2.5, and the 3-inch to the 4-inch hat there. Then I'll also have to fit a blow valve to this charge pipe here as well. So I was trying to figure out ideas of what I was going to do with the back here, what shape window and stuff. So there's the back, and I forgot that I actually had the 2 old side windows that went here. So this is one of the side windows from the Mini originally, which before I filled that side bit in would have fitted like that, so it shows how much I've lengthened the roof. And so I've just pulled the glass out of one of them here. I'm going to use the 2, cut them in half and fit it together so that it's got these like angled edges. It doesn't exactly match the angle of the sort of side of the roof, but it's sort of the right height. So yeah, that's how that's going to go, but have the angle on this side as well. And I'll put 2 sliding bits in it so that we can slide them both into the centre and have a gap, or just have one side completely open. So I think that's a pretty good solution, and I already had it, it doesn't cost me anything. And it just keeps a bit of the history of the original car as well. So yeah, I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with that, cut it in half and then join it together somehow, and yeah, get it happening. Okay, so here's my frame sort of roughed up. I just sat it on the back here and marked it all out. It's going to sit there about there. So I'll just get some, see if I can get a couple of hole saws maybe, just to get these corners nice, and then I'll just run the grinder through the other side, just a couple of mil bigger. Hopefully we'll have a window. So this is the biggest hole saw I got. It's about 75 mil, I think. And it'll nearly fit on there, like close enough for me to put the grinder on there. Just go a little bit bigger. But it's sometimes hard when you've got it in the drill bit like that to get it exactly right. So for jobs like this, before you put it on there, put it upside down like that, texture, give it a little mark at the same time. So you can see what I mean there. I'll just mark that centre and know where to drill. So that's the hole saws. I've just sort of angled them a little bit just to cut as much as I needed to. So I've got 4 hole saw things sort of cut. Let's see if I can trim these out with the grinder now. Right, got a hole there. Let's see if this camera will put through. Yeah. Same on the other side here. So, I'm just figuring out, I've got these bends which, the whole exhaust I bought, which is now not going to use because of the twin turbo thing. So this, I just cut this off that other one there. It's got a couple of bends. I'm just trying to figure out how these will best work. Do something like that. Do it like that. That's actually pretty easy. Just put a bit of straight in there. That'll pop straight out there and I can trim it off. So, let's see if I can manage that. I'd love to have them hanging right out, but the problem is when the body lifts up, that's where I'm going to get issues, because I want the body to be able to lift up and that whole engine and everything still be in there and fully functional and not have to remove anything. So these have to be cut pretty much flush, but because I've put them on this side, it'll lift up and clear. I would have liked to put them maybe down here, but that's not going to work because it's going to grab it as it goes past. So yeah, I'll mock that one up in there, get a rough idea of how long this straight bit's going to be, cut a bit of straight and see if we can tack it together and get some exhaust happening. So here's the second one tacked up. I'll see if I can feed it through there. Spot on. Thing about these China turbos, get these beautiful flanges and the holes that they've tapped into here are not even near close to the centre of the little tab thing, so it sits off, but whatever, can't be helped. Alright, so here's one. There, here's the other one. This one I've trimmed off. Like I said, I wish I could have them hanging out, but I can't, so I've got to be inside there to be able to lift the body up. This one's hanging out at the minute. I'll trim that off. That's the exhaust all mocked up. Then, yeah, I'm thinking wastegate will come off there somewhere, and then either go straight up with the wastegate out of the hood, or I might tuck it in over there and bring it out just next to there. We'll see what happens. I'm not worried about that just a minute. So I'll get the grinder, trim that off. We'll be good to go. Okay, so I've just lifted the body up. That's how it'll look with the body all gone. Exhaust comes out there, just like that. There's just enough clearance there for the struts. Plenty of clearance for the tyre, suspension travel. And with this side, So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Just waiting on the bits to do all the intake, but it's pretty cool. That was the plan all along, to be able to have it all still completely functional with the body up or off. So one step closer. Yeah, still haven't got the steering done. I'm still waiting on a universal joint to be able to do that. What else? Got the rear window all sorted. So that's looking cool. There's the upper sheet metal. Yeah, so it takes a long time. There's lots to do, but I'm getting there bit by bit.